Hello people, cinema time again. Tonight, The Accountant 2, because our son's going to see Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, so we have to go to a neighbouring town to see it, because our cinema, in its wonderfulness, only had one showing of it last night, and we were obviously at Aliens, so we are going to see the only film that's on at the same time, which is The Accountant 2. I wanted to go see Until Dawn, but I've heard that's not very good anyway, so we shall, as usual, let you know what we think of the movie afterwards.
River in my eyes, I've got a poem in my throat. I hear the music and it takes me by surprise. Pictures in my mind, they come.
Empty screen for The Accountant 2, folks, on a Saturday night, because everybody's watching Star Wars. Oh well. Hello, so we didn't get to do a review in the car because Isaac was out of Revenge of the Sith waiting for us when we got out, so we had to take him and his pal home. So I thought I'll do it tonight, because if I don't, I'll forget. So I'm in my bathroom, pardon the different setting. I loved that movie. I thought it was so much better than I expected. We went to see it purely because it was on at the same time as Revenge of the Sith. I did see the first one and I remember really enjoying it, but not remembering anything about it, which is very normal for me. I don't remember Ben Affleck's character being autistic in the first film at all. I loved his personality in this. When I first saw him in the movie and he was really straight-laced, it was like, you know, like, it's just someone really sort of straight-laced sort of puts me off a bit. And the minute there's a scene where he's at a speed dating event, and I'm like, I don't know why people think this behaviour's odd, because his personality really appeals to me. I loved how straightforward he was, how honest he was, how logical he was in his thoughts. It's just my sort of person, to be honest. So Ben Affleck plays the accountant. He is a man with means and with contacts to get certain things done. He's very good at what he does. Jon Bernthal plays his brother, who he hasn't seen for a number of years. They're very, very different characters, but both really lovable, funny, just two characters you warm to instantly. I really loved both characters. Jon Bernthal's character has a little bit, you know, he's a bit of a ladies' man, and he's a bit rough around the edges, and he's not afraid to take a few fuckers out when he needs to, but he's a big softie underneath. The brothers have a lovely relationship. It's not overplayed, it's not overly sentimental, which I really liked. I love the fact that the main female we have in the movie, and I should know her name and I don't, I will put it in when I'm editing. I loved how kick-ass she was. I loved her character, how capable she was. We start the movie with, again, I've forgotten the name, I shall put it in, an older gentleman, and I thought, I bet he loved playing this role, because he's so capable, he was so fit, he was so, you know, kick-ass, and older people don't tend to get the chance to play that. And a lot of females don't get the chance to play that, and I loved to see an older actor and a female get the chance to be proper kick-ass characters. I thought it had the perfect amount of sentimentality is the wrong word, because I'm not into sentimentality. That's my air freshener. We know one of those things that goes off every so often. Well, that's what that was. Scared the shit out of me, to be honest. No, it had little moments of levity that made you laugh, but not too much. It had little sentimental moments, but again, not too much. It was action filled, the story was interesting, and there was just enough sort of, it wasn't twists and turns, but just enough interest to not make everything completely predictable. But it had a pretty, you know, a recognisable format to it. I just loved it. I thought Ben Affleck was incredible in it. There's a scene with the line dancing, and I loved that entire scene. I thought it was great, and it had Copperhead Road, which if Steve Earle song Copperhead Road, I absolutely love it. It's in this. It's not Steve Earle singing it, sadly. It's being covered in a bar by like a country band, but I love the song Copperhead Road, and you get most of it in the movie of the whole song, which was awesome. And Ben Affleck line dancing, and due to his autism, he picks up what he's doing very quickly. What I also loved about the movie is it puts forward the benefits, it puts forward things that people with autism are so much better at than other people. You know, how fast they are to learn, how logical they are, how much they remember. You know, it's a difference. It's not some sort of disability that some people seem to think it is. People are different, and I just absolutely adored the character that Ben Affleck played. I thought he was just completely lovable, completely understandable. I loved his logical sense. I loved how matter of fact he was. I loved how honest he was. So that completely appealed to me. I can't really criticise the movie because I loved all of it, start to finish. I'll give it a 4 out of 5, which is very, very high for me. But I enjoyed it more than I'd usually give a movie if I really enjoyed it, a 3.5. 4.5 is like saved for almost perfection. But I'll give that one a 4 out of 5. Very, very enjoyable. Recommend it to anyone wanting to check it out. Go see it in the cinema, guys. Well worth it. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't have any expectations either way about it. But I am really glad that I went to see that one, because I could well have missed it, because I would have chosen Until Dawn first, with it being a horror. But I think that is going to be a much better movie. So massive recommendation for The Accountant 2 if you get a chance to go see it. Jon Bernthal and Ben Affleck are amazing in it, as is that I keep forgetting her name. But yeah, fantastic movie, guys. 4 out of 5. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to speaking to you next time. Over and out from Lisa Loves.